Good evening, Ben Mankiewicz with you. Thanks for joining us on TCM for more of Day 6 of 31 Days of Oscar. Tonight, a lineup of Academy Award-winning and nominated movies set in England. Up next, a masterful period drama from director James Ivory and producer Ismail Merchant that earned 8 Academy Award nominations. It's from Columbia, 1993, Anthony Hopkins and Emma Thompson in The Remains of the Day. Story here is told in flashback, moving in reverse from the 1950s to the 30s. Anthony Hopkins is a proper butler in a wealthy English household who's been taught to suppress all emotion, really, which he manages to do even as he finds himself drawn to the head housekeeper. That's Emma Thompson. The film was a reunion for Hopkins and Thompson. They starred opposite each other a year earlier in Merchant and Ivory's Oscar-winning romantic drama Howard's End. That film earned Emma Thompson a Best Actress Oscar. She received another nomination for her performance in this film, as did Hopkins. Hopkins consulted with a real butler to prepare for the role, but not just any butler, a royal butler from Buckingham Palace. The Remains of the Day picked up nominations in 6 other categories, including Best Picture, which went to Mike Nichols, John Calley, and Ismail Merchant as producers, and Best Director for James Ivory. 2 other essential members of the Merchant-Ivory team earned nominations as well: screenwriter Ruth Prover-Jabvala and composer Richard Robbins. A first-class production from start to finish, The Remains of the Day features an incredible supporting cast that includes Christopher Reeve, James Fox, and in a small role, Hugh Grant, 32 years old when this movie was shot. At the time, few people in the U.S. had ever heard of him. Just a year later, Grant charmingly and haltingly hemmed and hawed his way through 4 weddings and a funeral and emerged as an international movie star. From 1993, this is The Remains of the Day. The Remains of the Day picked up 8 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture. It lost most of those categories to Schindler's List, which swept the 1994 Academy Awards. Emma Thompson earned her 3rd Oscar nomination, her 2nd in the Best Actress category for The Remains of the Day. She didn't win. The award went instead to Holly Hunter for The Piano. But several months after production on The Remains of the Day ended in December 1992, Thompson won the Best Actress Oscar for Howard's End, another film from producer Ismail Merchant and director James Ivory that featured Thompson and Anthony Hopkins. Now, a year earlier, Hopkins had won a Best Actor Oscar for The Silence of the Lambs, so Hopkins announced Thompson as the winner at the 1993 ceremony. Then Thompson was nominated again 3 years later for writing the adapted screenplay for Sense and Sensibility. At that ceremony, Anthony Hopkins announced the winner for the adapted screenplay category, and so once again, when he opened the envelope, he read Emma Thompson's name and handed her her 2nd Oscar. Coming up, 31 Days of Oscar continues with a lavish British drama based on the life of Anne Boleyn. Anne of the Thousand Days from 1969 is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Anne of the Thousand Days, then Young Bess, and later Pride and Prejudice. Oscars lost in Jane Austen tonight.